Hey there lovelies and welcome. Today we're doing part 2 of the Israeli Mediterranean house that we started on stream on Twitch a couple of weeks ago. I've been dealing with a really nasty cold, so I wasn't able to stream for a while, but hopefully we can do one today now that my voice is back and I'm feeling a little bit more of energetic than I did in the last 2 weeks. So this is the house, the pool, basically just touching up and finishing in this video. You're gonna be able to see and get the download link in the description below. I've tried my best not to use any mods in this build, and this is like my first time challenging myself to do anything without mods, and it was super hard. And I think the only thing, maybe there's a few, I don't even know, but I think the only thing that I put as a mod in there is the actual vehicle that's in front of the house. Everything else is supposed to be just EA Max's content, no mods. So as usual, I try to do things in The Sims in the most realistic way that I possibly can. And when I try and build, I'm not a builder, I try and make it look as if it's like a lived-in place, as if the plants are all in the same place where you would take care of them, and then some of the other plants are around the house. We're gonna see a tour in the end where you're gonna see what I'm talking about, but I try and imagine how a house like that would be functional. So I got the little space for the campers kit, and I really love it. I know I usually am not very obsessed about EA content, I prefer playing with mods, but this one was a really beautiful work on their part, I think. Also, please ignore these bus stop pieces on the front entrance of the house. I kind of forgot to remove them for the tour, and they're not in the lot when you download it, they're just like outside. I used the tool mod to place actual bus stops on the street and make it look a little bit more realistic again. And when I started this build, I thought, my first shell challenge, I've never attempted anything like this. I don't know why I even thought about putting it in the desert, but apparently the creator of the shell challenge, who is that one green leaf on Twitch, she's amazing, go and check her out. Apparently she likes desert builds, so I guess we're on the good side on things here. And as I lived for over 2 decades in Israel, I was thinking, why not do an Israeli house? This is not my taste of things in terms of how the house is decorated and built, but then again, I did my best to portray a really realistic looking Mediterranean building architecture. And the roof is flat, as you can see. Usually people have these bushes around the boundaries of their home, around the fences. Usually the fences are pretty stern and strong, but you would see some houses that would have wire fences as well. This is more of like a wealthy family type of a house, and so I allowed myself to put more flowers and bushes around with the white fence and the palm trees. Oh my goodness, I love the palm trees. I miss the palm trees. They give off this kind of peaceful, cool atmosphere, I guess. I really like the bicycles in there. I think it gives it a really peaceful vibe, and I don't think people in Israel would actually leave their bicycles like that outside, but this is The Sims, so I just allowed myself to just let them outside of the fence. I guess in a more realistic reality dimension of things, they would be indoors. But then again, I wasn't able to find like a door for the garage, or rather the entrance to the fence for the car. So we have that opening there, so if anyone wants to go in and steal, they can go and do it from there. So, it doesn't really make sense to try and hide them. As you will see by the end of the video, there's going to be a bunker underneath this house, and it's something that almost every neighborhood has in Israel. like a bomb shelter where you would have beds and some food necessities if the occasion arises that people need to go and live there for a while. I put a toilet in there as well. Didn't manage to find a proper shower. I think a good mod would be used for that. So I did build a shower room, but I didn't really place a shower in there yet. I guess you can do that if you feel like doing that. But personally I felt like I would do this lot injustice if I just placed one of EA's showers that I don't really see fit in terms of the way they look and the design of it. In this area I'm trying to just do a little bit of landscaping. As you can see, I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's been such a fun challenge to push myself to the limits, because usually I'm a cast person, I don't build, and so I just try to imagine where you would have flowers and the aloe vera bushes and not really bushes, what are they called in English? I don't know, cactuses. and try to put them in the most natural way, as if they just grew there naturally and people just were there to support them. So this is the tour. As we have the entrance, I have missed shooting the video of when I put that wooden wall of flowers and plants. But this is the entrance. I really love the colors of the car. They really fit with the oranges of the house. And the entrance is super messy. I feel like this house is really lived in, even though I didn't put a children's room. I feel like maybe this is a house of a couple, or maybe an old couple who have kids and from time to time the kids come to visit. Or maybe a young single person, have like a streaming area, or more like a streaming sanctuary in here. I built it before the high school pack, so I didn't put the computer with the camera and the mic for streaming, but I think that would be a nice touch now that I'm looking at it from a fresh perspective. As we go on the second floor, I tried to climb the stairs as if like the person's climbing them one by one. As you see, we have this open area. I was wondering if I should close it with a door or not, the artistic area, but in the end I left it like that. I feel like it brings kind of like a cool atmosphere. In Israel the climate is very, very hot, so usually you would put air conditioning inside the house, and houses like that usually have a built-in sort of a thing, not an air conditioning machine in every room. So it gives me like a cool feeling. I don't know how to explain it. I tried to give it as cool feeling as possible in this house because it's the freaking desert. It's hot, it's humid, the sun is baking your roof all day long, and then during the night the walls and the whole building is just emitting the heat that it gathered throughout the day. So the huge windows, I just love those. I think it's the first time I actually use them anywhere, which for me is not big, as I already said. You know, I don't build, but I really love them. I never imagined I would use them anywhere. So here we go into the bunker. And it's super minimalistic, it's chaotic, it's like one of these things where you don't use daily, you don't use monthly, and you just keep your trash in there, you know? So it's messy, and it's just space to put your stuff that you don't use on weekly basis. But then again, if needed be, it can be used to just survive whatever kind of rocket attack, or probably even an atomic bomb. I don't know. I didn't really put any air vents on it, so I don't really know how that would go, but my favorite part of this whole house is the pool area. I just love how it turned out to be. In the beginning I was like, let's do a realistic build, so people would put these dark wooden planks on the sides of their pools, and I thought it would look ugly, but it actually looks awesome to me personally. I love how it turned out to be. It looks kind of like really chill. I could totally see teenagers having parties here with some music and just jumping into the pool and having a good time. So this is the house. This is my first shell challenge, the first time I ever tried to build without CC. And yeah, you see the car on the left. It's definitely CC. But I hope you like it. If you do, you're welcome to download it and use it in your game. Please don't re-upload it. But yeah, hope to see you soon. I stream on Twitch. Hopefully we'll do a stream today. So be good and see you soon. Bye.